This is Stephen, K4ATZ, with another tip on your Elecraft KX3. Once you have the optional battery charger installed into the radio, it comes with a clock. To see the clock, to set the clock's a whole nother deal. I won't go over that right now. But to see the clock, all you have to do is basically on the menu display button, just click it briefly, a quick tap, and your clock will come up on the bottom of the BFB section. You'll see the seconds ticking away, but this is an easy way if you're logging in QSO to see the time or check the time very quickly. To go back to the other frequency that's shown in the BVFO, just click it again. Now, one of the important things when you use the batteries is not only charging them, which we'll go over in another video, but also how to set the notification that your batteries are getting low before they die on out for you. The factory default on the KX3 is 10 volts. Well, if you're operating on a basis of 12 to 13 point whatever for your voltage, that would make sense. However, because nickel metal hydrides are lower voltage to start with, if you leave it at the factory default, you're going to be getting a lot of beeps and notices that the batteries are getting low. So what the directions say, and what I have done, or will show you how to do it, is to reset that notification to a lower voltage. And they recommend 8.5. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold down this button to get to the menu, the display button. Once you're into the menu, you're going to find, and it's usually alphabetical order, you're going to find what's called the battery MIN, and it will be set at 10. Now what you're going to do is take your main VFO knob and you're going to go down to 8.5. Then once you're at 8.5, if you want to do anything else in the menu, you can turn the BVFO knob to get to something else, which we'll have a lot of videos on that. Or if you just want to get out, then you're going to tap the display button again. Now what this does is it sets the minimum voltage of your notification of low batteries to 8.5 rather than 10. So it will last way too long and is really not a good measure to leave it at 10. But 10 would be good if you're using alkaline batteries, or maybe some other type, but not nickel metal hydride, which is probably what most people are going to use nowadays for rechargeable batteries in a radio like this. So again, what you're going to do is you're going to reset the battery minimum voltage by going into the menu, holding it down, and you're going to reset their factory default 10 to 8.5. This is almost a must to do if you have the battery charge / clock option in the radio, and you decide. Now, just another brief note while I'm doing the video, it is advisable if you're going to use it on batteries to take the light off, because that's the main drain on the batteries besides transmit. And what you're going to do is, again, go into the menu by holding this down, and what you're going to find is you're going to find what's called backlight. There it says BK light, and the default is on, but you just turn the knob when you get there and it turns it off. Tap your display button and you're back to normal operation. You can leave it off during normal operation as well. However, as it gets dark at night, it's going to be impossible to see the display. But on battery power, you really want to keep that off to help your batteries. We'll have another video posted at some point with other battery saving features. Of course, the other thing that I would recommend when you're in battery mode, and we'll just show you by unplugging this, we're in battery mode, is when you hold down the keyer / mic button, it tells you your wattage output. Okay? You hold it down the longest period of time, and it says it'll go down to 5 watts. If you click that down to 3 watts or lower, you're going to save the battery a lot. So that's a great battery saving tip, and then you can just tap it again and you're set at 3 watts output when you transmit. Most of your time is going to be on receive and transmit. That light is on, so turning that off is going to save battery, and then by setting your wattage it's going to save your battery quite a bit too. It will not go above 5 watts, but it will go under until you hook up the external power again. And once you hook up the external power, then you can go up to whatever wattage you would like. So 73 is from K4ATZ. Hope that helps you with your KX3, and have fun.